Presidency has said President Bola Tinubu continues to direct the affairs of state from Europe, despite being outside the country for nearly 2 weeks. It also said the president will return on Monday, April 21, after the Easter holidays. In a statement signed Thursday, Tinubu's special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, explained that the president, who traveled from Paris to London at the weekend, remains fully engaged in Nigeria's governance and is in constant communication with key government officials. Onanuga added that the president had given directives to security chiefs to address emerging threats in some parts of the country. The statement was titled Statement on President Tinubu's Return to Nigeria. Tinubu's absence, the presidency noted, is temporary and in line with the communicated time frame of approximately 2 weeks. He is expected back in Abuja after the Easter holidays, which end on Monday, 21 of April. Although the presidency did not specify the purpose of Tinubu's stay in Paris and London, it follows a pattern of working visits the president has undertaken since assuming office nearly 2 years ago. Thursday's statement was ostensibly in response to criticisms by the opposition, who questioned Tinubu's stay abroad while the country was bleeding from killings, particularly in Plateau and Benue State. The concerns were raised by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, who questioned Tinubu's absence while the country grapples with heightening insecurity. Gentlemen, I'm going to leave you to what?
This first of all, like you said, why is he outside the country when there is chaos in the country? That is,
he's on a working visit. So, working visit, he's still working over there.
Why is he working over there? Why can't he be here or working from here? I don't think there's any reason why. If everything was stable, okay, that's a different case.
Okay.
But in a case where these two cases were mentioned, where there's killing in Borno and other states, this is a critical moment. I think he should be here to see what is going on with his own eyes. I think that is going outside to start working from outside. It's not really advisable.
When I first read the
Okay.
story, what I had in me was,
What's he doing there?
outside? But actually, we should remain hopeful.
Remain hopeful.
It's not in Nigeria.
He's on a working.
He's on a working. Okay.
Why can't he be hopeful in Nigeria?
Do you know the world has gone digital?
Yeah.
So he could actually stay there and he's controlling our affairs. Don't you think he could stay there and control affairs that is going on?
No, he should come back and be hopeful. And be hopeful here and control our affairs from here. Yeah.
Right here. For me, I don't know, because he said, according to the story, that the presidency said that his reason for leaving Nigeria or being outside Nigeria was not mentioned, was not clearly said. I don't know why. There should be a very good reason. I think we need to know why
Our president is outside, in Nigeria. At a moment like this.
But the story said he thinks he's still in charge. He's still
he's still in charge. Overseeing activities. That's
there's a difference between when you are currently doing something and then when you are not there and then you are telling people what to do. Okay, for instance, now there's a difference when I'm in church.
Okay.
I mean physically in church and then also watching online. Though I'm in church watching online,
but you're also participating in this.
Like I said, there's a difference. It's a different feeling altogether when I'm physically there and then when I'm watching from online.
There's a different atmosphere.
Everything is different.
So if you find yourself in a situation whereby you can't go to church, do you mean you can't enjoy service with your phone?
No, like I said, there's a difference. Even though I will enjoy it, but the same enjoyment I will enjoy while I'm watching on phone is not the same.
No, let me remind you, gentlemen, that the president has the strata of government. There are parastatals, there are offices that handle each responsibility. So what the president is an overseer. So would you blame most activities solely on the president? Why these positions why were they put in charge of these things?
Why were they? Yes, they would handle their responsibilities.
Okay.
But then I want to ask, if you are a follower, the mere presence of your leader gives you hope.
Even without him doing anything.
Exactly.
Even without him doing anything.
I understand.
Yeah.
What if your leader vests the same authority on someone else?
There is still a huge difference.
You see a huge difference, yeah.
He vests the authority on someone else.
It's a big difference.
That's delegation, for goodness sake.
Yes, it is. But like he said, there's a big difference when he is the one and then somebody operating in his office.
He's overseen. I agree.
Okay.
He's certainly overseen, because the president cannot handle all activities all by himself.
Okay.
So certainly he's overseeing all the delegations that were supposed to be handled by people.
Okay.
But we need his presence in Nigeria, irrespective of any. We don't want to have an absent leader. We don't want to have an absent leader. My home, dad is not at home, mom is not at home. Yes, we'll be comfortable, but then at some point, you begin to question the absence of your dad.
Why is he not around?
Your dad has a very significant point in your life.
Okay.
And that is why divorce is not good for children. It's not acceptable. It does not
Speak well.
speak
It's not,
well. It does
yeah.
not direct the life of the children appropriately.
Okay.
So President Tinubu is like a father to us.
Yeah.
He's like a father to us. He is the daddy of Nigeria.
Nigeria, you know.
Put it that way. So we need him back in Nigeria to handle the affairs, to oversee it right there in his house.
I understand the part that we need him. We need him right to oversee. But there are offices in charge of responsibilities.
Yes, they should handle their offices.
And he should
Why
handle his.
our-
He
yes,
should also
why-
handle his own
exactly.
office there. Okay, what? Okay, let's.
My problem is, I want to know why he's outside Nigeria. Yes, he's overseeing everything, but why is he outside Nigeria?
He's on the working.
Okay,
He's
okay,
on
see.
a working
Okay, wait.
visit.
Let me ask a question. What if all these people he delegates also decide to take a working visit?
They can't do that.
Why did he do it?
He is the president, and he's
Exactly.
been in the country for a while. So he took a 2 weeks working visit. You may not understand the pressure that comes with being the president.
If, like I was saying earlier,
Okay.
okay, when everything is stable, but at this point now, not now.
But in one of his statements, why he was still there, he mentioned, he said he's having discussions with the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, and most of the discussions are centered on security. So it tells us that he is not just there having vacation; he is working also.
Okay, like we always say, but not now, really. That's what I always say. Not now. I mean, there are times where he could leave, and that would be fine,
Okay.
right? But when the country needs him more, he shouldn't leave.
Let me ask you, what's the word needs him more? Needs him more. Well, how do we need him?
In every aspect.
In every aspect.
In as much as he might not really make a big difference, but
Okay.
if he's here, there's going to be a lot that will change. For instance, I wanted to say something earlier. All right, so what if people that he put in place to take care of all these stuffs, all right, are not doing it? I said, what if they are not doing it, but then they're telling him that they're working? He would believe that they are working. Meanwhile, they are not actually working.
Okay.
So that is already a big difference between if he's here, he will see question them down. He's in another country and they're telling him what is not true. So I think him being here will make a whole lot of difference.
I really don't believe in letters.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
really don't believe in letters.
In letters,
Yes.
like written letters.
Words.
It's in words and given to you, and you understand what I mean.
Okay.
I don't believe in
Real statement.
statements.
Okay.
Exactly. I don't just believe in
But your statement is your word is who you are.
They
yes,
sh- they
my
should-
words is who I am, but then we can give you words that
That-
really.
defines us from out. Yeah.
But okay, I understand. But it doesn't deny the fact that what your word is a bond.
Exactly.
So
I
he-
know.
Okay.
So, I want to find out. For me, from what he said, from discussion, he went to France and London to discuss with the presidents of this nation on security and other issues. If it's going to be, that's what we want. But then we don't want him back. Then
Everything is still the same.
everything's still the same.
Yeah.
Because we've had stations, we've had series of presidents leaving Nigeria, outside Nigeria, for such visits,
Okay.
and then returning, and the nation will still be the way it is. So I hope everything changes when he comes back. But then again, I still don't believe in letters. Let's look deep down. I don't know how true is this, and this can only be answered when he's back.
When he's back,
If
yeah.
you can find an answer that okay, he went outside Nigeria to find the security
Measures.
for Nigeria, then I would agree that his visit was worthwhile. But for now, it's not worthwhile.
Yeah,
We
for
need
now,
him
we
back
need
in
him.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
He needs to give us the hope. We need to feel the heat of what is going on
Thank you.
So I believe Atiku and Peter Obi